or is it just sitting in cash? Are they receivables that they don't actually have yet? Those kinds of things. Profitability, that provides surplus. Profitability provides surplus to support additional sales. Okay, if I'm profitable, I can then sell, just like any other business. I can sell more of my product. The analyst usually compared losses and loss expense amounts to earned premium, while other expenses, because they are incurred up front, are compared with written premium. Okay, so what are we talking about? Again, we looked at our loss ratio and our expense ratios that combine to make our combined ratio. Whenever we look at losses and loss adjustment expenses, you always have to look at earned. Why? Because earned is the money I have in my hand to pay those losses. I can't use written because first off, I may not have that money. And if my insured pays in advance, then I may end up having an unearned premium, which I have to put as a reserve. I can't use that because it really isn't mine yet because it hasn't been earned. So losses and loss expense amounts always go against earned, while underwriting expenses always goes against written because my expenses that I incur are always based on the written premium. And commission is the one that's easiest for me to remember. It always comes to mind. I pay my commission to our agents based on the written premium. Even if I've received not a single penny, my agent still gets the commission up front. So that's why your expense ratios always use written premium. Okay, and there are all the formulas that you need to know as far as the insurance company formulas. The other ones were GAAP related to insurance companies, and you can see there, I think, the loss ratio, expense ratio, combined ratio, operating ratio. Again, you have to know these. And if you kind of understand what they are and what they do, the formula kind of falls into place. We've talked about profitability ratios. I just hammered those pretty good, I think. Combined ratio. Your operating ratio takes into account investment income. And a value over 100 means profit. That means for every dollar that goes out the door, I receive $1 in. If my profitability ratios, and you do need to understand them. I think we're getting to the end here. But here is just a sample calculation that we went over in class. If we want to see the return on policyholder service, so that is my return on policyholder income, surplus, I mean. Oh yeah, AM Best. AM Best qualitative tests. There are several tests here. And what AM Best tries to do is they try to look at the actual figures and the numbers on the company to try to understand how they stand, how strong they stand. We talked about the different ratings. A++ to B+ is considered secure. A B or below is considered vulnerable. Not only do they give the numbers, but they give these qualifiers, the plus, and minuses. They have smaller digits like an S, that's a special category, and it means that, it doesn't mean good or bad, it just means we've suspended using a category or identifying what their rating is on this particular company because something's happened and we haven't fully evaluated it yet. There's also a qualifier of a U, would be just under review, meaning that the rate may be ready to go up or down. And then there's also affiliation codes like a G for a group, P for pooling, or R for reinsurance. And then there's a rating outlook of